There were about 15 to 20 people when we first got here. In our discussion with the organizers, they asked if they could bring other people in to help clean up the park and move their tents. And absolutely, we facilitated that. They brought some more people in from other locations, and they've been working pretty diligently in putting it together and cleaning up. We have a couple of events that are occurring at this park and Library Park on Saturday, and Parks and Rec is going to need some time to come in here, assess the condition of the park and clean it up and get ready for those events. We have thousands of kids coming into this park and Library Park on Saturday.
Why in the middle of the night? Wouldn't it be easier to make sure it's all cleaned up?
Technically, the violation is occurring at 10:30 at night.
So that's when, yeah.
And so, you know, we've been here every night at 10:30, and we brought the lights in to help facilitate it.
Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Even though Chief Villasenor has broken the trust that we have built up over the past 2 weeks, we are Occupy Tucson.
We are Occupy Tucson!
And we are the 99%!
And we are the 99%!
Anyone who is not moving boxes into trucks,
Anyone who's not moving boxes into trucks,
please start a sweep from the community center to here picking up trash.
please start a sweep from the community center here to pick up trash.
We will not leave this place worse than we found it.
We will not leave this place
worse than we found it.
Occupy with joy.
Occupy with joy and peace.
Well, it's been an absolutely wonderful experience to see democracy and citizens coming together for a common goal of realizing that we have rights and we need to speak loudly for the banks and the bureaucracies that have taken control of our government, and we want to take it back. And to see citizens come together in a cooperative spirit that becomes a community. This community has been loving and sharing their experience, their food, their wealth of knowledge and breadth of what they want for our country. And they're doing it in a very peaceful and dynamic way. We've been taking care of not only our own occupiers, but people that are homeless and sick who've come to the camp for help and food. We've been doing what we could for our community. This is a community that loves and cares for the people of this community, and they want to demonstrate in a peaceful way and a respectful way. And this tonight was the first time we've been disrespected. Until tonight, the police department has been very cooperative. They understood from the beginning what our intentions were and have worked cooperatively with us every night. At 10:30, they came and get a ticket. Those who didn't want a ticket left. And for an hour, they cited people that were on site, and people moved back into their tents after they left. And that's been the mode of operation since we occupied it. The police chief tonight told me that he thought they were all dummy tents, that people weren't really occupying. Well, there's some people who can't afford to get those citations, so they were leaving. He has been very cooperative and been planning until tonight. And it really troubles me that he didn't go forward with the peacekeeping, our legal team, to discuss this move. We would have been glad, and we're cooperating with the planners of the event at the park to move cooperatively in a respectful way. This is not a respectful way. People still going to jobs and are occupying this. And now they're up all night trying to relocate to another location. This is very disturbing that the cooperation we started with the chief of police has turned to, we got to take charge and we're moving you out. And so in the middle of the night, we're relocating there and leaving the park as clean as we could. We certainly would have done it in a much more respectful way if we had the time. We would have been available to clean it and organize and move. We've been very accommodating to the groups that have been scheduled for events, and we had already been speaking with the groups who had this park scheduled for an event. And we're negotiating with them on how we could cooperate in the best way. So the spirit of cooperation has been dropped with this removal. I don't want to say forced removal because they are being respectful, but This was not planned. We have managed to put together a very diverse and very dedicated group of individuals to stand for the greater good. And we know that we've won over many people who haven't been able to come out and risk their job, risk citation to be with us. But they've shared with us their solidarity and supported us both by providing food and resources to keep this thing alive. This is not just the 100 or so people that were staying in the park. There's thousands of people that have been supporting us throughout the Tucson community. And it's the same mirrored in city after city after city.
Dylan, we have 2 permitted events that are taking place this weekend. We're expecting thousands of children and parents to attend these events at Armory Park and Occupy Plaza. We needed Parks and Recreation staff to come in 6 a.m. this morning and make sure the park's safe, well maintained for those permitted events to take place at Armory Park and Occupy Plaza.
How many officers are here?
We'll have that number in the morning. At one point, I think we were looking at about 60, but I'm not sure if all 60 were deployed.
And they're on overtime?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
You when you guys showed up, it was about 10:30.
About 10:35.
Okay. How many people were here in the park at that point?
I believe there may have been about 20 people here at the park at that time. There wasn't a full deployment at that time. Tucson police officers, some stayed back at the station.
So you, they called in more people to clean up the park. You guys called in a few more officers
we allowed them. They brought in some people from the other locations where they were occupying in the downtown area. We had allowed them to come in to assist with not only the cleanup, but with packing up the tents and the gear that they had. There was quite a bit of gear out here.
We'll do it anyway. Why? Because we will not be stopped.
Because we are the Tucson Occupy, that's why. Thank you again, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, yeah!
Officer Gilbert, Tucson Police. You're in the park after hours. Are you willing to leave right now?
Absolutely refuse to leave this park.
You're going. You just sign in the yellow box. Not even in go to stand your parent for on the day that you're going to citation.
Stand here strong, all together. The 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. You are the 99%. You are the 99%.
You need to leave at this time? Okay, you're under arrest for the violation of the city code. Your first name, please?
Sadie.
S-A-D-I-E?
Yep.
Now these men right here think they ruined our night. Oh, we're just getting started.
Okay.